Hey everybody, it is me. We are like 15, 20 minutes away from kickoff here in Seattle. I'm just, milling around my room, mentally preparing myself for it, mentally preparing myself for a game where I don't know what we're going to look like. I don't know what we got. I don't know hardly anything about this team right now because things have been kind of messed up the last few weeks. But all the afternoon games are over. I'm watching the touchdown montage on Red Zone right now, but yeah, just getting ready for it, man. Last game of the decade, biggest game of the year, maybe. As it turns out, the stakes are not as high as they could have been. The Packers, they almost helped us out. They almost took that L this morning, but I mean, they didn't play well. They did not really look like a team that has all their shit straight, but they were able to pull it out at the last second. Um, so there's no bye week. We will not be getting a bye week no matter what. We are playing for the 3 seed or the 5 seed. That is immutable. We know exactly what we're playing for. Either we lose and we're going to Philly, or we win and we're hosting the Vikings. So, you know, that's kind of got me, down a little bit in terms of my emotions. I'm a little more chill because I'm sitting here and I know that the stakes are not, you know, deathly high, right? Because I wanted the bye week because this team needs a week off because we got so many issues that a week off might help with, like Dwayne Brown mainly, but now that's not on the table. Now it's just who are we going to play and where are we going to play the game? And that's got me chilled out a little bit. Like, I mean, I'm still bummed out about not being able to get the bye week, but nothing we can do about that now. So, honestly, I can't lie. On the one hand, I really would rather go to Philly than host the Vikings. I think that Eagles team is just as injured as we are, maybe more. So we couldn't even use the injury excuse if we did go play the Eagles. And I mean, we've gone to Philly and won a few games in the Russell Wilson era, so I'm not scared of going to Philly. And it's not like the home field advantage has done that much for us, so there is that. But on the other hand, I'm telling you guys, when this game starts, I'm not going to be able to help myself. I'm going to be rooting for this team to win. And I think that despite what I just said about the matchup with Philly, I want to win this game because if we beat the Niners, then I'll be feeling pretty good about our chances to beat anybody. Like, if we beat the Niners tonight, I'm going to be feeling like, oh, we could beat the Saints, we could beat the Packers, we can beat these good teams. Because right now, I'm not really feeling like that. So I want the team to win, but I've been thinking about this game, thinking about what can we do, how can we make something good happen, because last week, after the first couple of drives, it felt like we just couldn't do anything right against a bad Arizona team at home. So I'm just been trying to think about this game in a healthy, positive manner because I see a lot of negatives, right? Like, okay, so after going through all the negative stuff, here's what I got. Defensive line this should be its final form. We have waited all season long for this defensive line to give us something, and in most games, they have not. But we have been missing players. We have been having players play through injuries all season long. So finally, in week 17, we might finally have pretty close to our full battalion of defensive linemen, namely pass rushers. Clowney is playing. I'm not going to pretend he's 100%, but he's playing. So we'll see what he's got. Jerron Reed is playing close to 100% as you can be, especially because he took the first couple months of the season off with the suspension. Ezekiel Anza, he's never 100%, but he's playing. So whatever he's got, he's got. Rasheem Green is out there. Quentin Jefferson should be out there. So, if nothing else, because this team has some real problems right now for sure. I mean, not having Quandre Diggs out there is a big blow, and he is the kind of player who can make all the difference in a game like this. We're gonna find out a little something about this pass rush, and if we do not see a pass rush tonight, then there's really no hope of seeing it at any point in the playoffs because this 49ers offensive line has problems. They're missing their center. One of their guards is playing injured. Their tackles are not playing very well. Joe Staley and McGlinchey, I think his name is. So I think we are going to see some good stuff from our defensive line. Is it enough to win? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I feel like the defensive line can do some good stuff against that 49ers front. We can get pressure on Garoppolo, and we can turn that into some good plays for it. Is it going to be enough to win? Again, I don't know. We have a ton of other problems, but that is what I am seeing going into this game, and that is what I'm saying that we're going to be able to do at least somewhat tonight, productively. So let's get after Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's do some damage on that banged up offensive line, and let's try to make something special happen in the last game of the decade, you know? All right, that's my pregame pep talk. Let's see that defensive line that I was hyping up for most of the season actually have a big game in a big situation. All right, peace.